Just in, House suspended Rivers State Governor Fubara ordered bombing of pipelines assembly. Lies. In a recent shocking revelation seen by former Rivers State Head of Service, Dr. George Waike, has publicly accused suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara of masterminding the burning of Rivers State House of Assembly complex. Waike, who resigned from his position last week after serving under Fubara's administration, made the explosive claim during an exclusive interview on Channels Television on Friday night. I can no longer keep silent on what I know. Waike said that you can no longer keep silent. What happened to you that you can no longer keep quiet? And you've been quiet all this while. Suddenly they suspend him and you can no longer keep quiet. You already know that you're a liar. You are part of the plans to destroy, to frustrate Fubara. I can no longer keep quiet on what I know. Waike stated the burning of the assembly complex was not an accident, but a deliberate act sanctioned from the very top. The historic legislative building was gutted by fire on October 29, 2023, during the peak of the political crisis between Governor Fubara and the lawmakers loyal to Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike. The incident occurred just hours before an impeachment plot against the governor was to be deliberated. And you know all of this. You never decided to resign under a man that could have done that. And you stayed with him all through that period. And it is now that he's been suspended that you can come outside and say, oh, you don't want to keep quiet anymore. God is watching you. Thank God it is not a God of Old Testament. Would have caught fire on top of your head right now because you are a wicked person. That's what you are. Waike's allegation directly contradicts the official government position, which had attributed the fire to an electrical malfunction. The former civil servant hinted at possessing documentary evidence to back his claim, but did not provide specifics during the televised interview. Okay, you say you have evidence. Where is the evidence? It's nowhere to be found. You're just making allegations. Because of money. You will recall that when the governor was suspended as the head of service, I was the next in command. So I'm not speaking from outside, I'm speaking as an insider. Yeah, speaking as an insider. If not for the intervention of Mr. President, Nigeria would have faced the worst economic sabotage and Rivers State would have been up in flames. First, it all started with the Rivers State House of Assembly, where the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, directed his chief of staff, Edison Eye, to burn down the assembly. How can he order them to burn down the assembly? Why? In a way to avert his impeachment. That evening, Edison was in government house with two other boys, including the former chairman of Obiakpo local government, one Chijioke. I was there with them when a bag of money was handed over to Edison for that operation, though I do not know the amount inside. How can you know the amount inside? You know that they give money, but you don't know the amount inside. And all of this happened since 2023. You did not come outside to talk. You were still working under that same governor that did all of that. You know all of his secret, and now you are coming outside to say it now that he's suspended. And you think you are going to go scot-free too for being a party to that. You know about it, but you kept quiet. You are also a party, so you are going to go to jail too. You think you are going to escape going to jail? You are not going to escape it. I want to tell Rivers people today that the House of Assembly complex in Moscow Road was clearly brought down by Edison Eye under the instruction of Governor Siminalayi Fubara. I challenge it to an open confrontation, and I will throw more light on it. Throw more light on it now. Don't wait for confrontation. Throw more light on it. Show us your evidence that you have, and that really was the one that went to put fire in the building. A day after that incident, I almost resigned. So why didn't you resign? Why didn't you resign? But I was very scared because I know the power of a sitting governor. You are a liar. You are a chronic liar. That is what you are. A shameless man. You did not resign because you know the power of a sitting governor. And you knew that I am aware of the whole plan. That I am discomforted with the unconscionable act and deliberate posture of innocence and men of a ship. So what makes you think that now that he's not the governor again or he has been suspended, he still cannot do anything to you? What makes you think so? If you were scared at that time, because you know the power of a sitting governor, and so now that he's suspended, you think you can expose him? You're a liar, a big one. When contacted for reaction, the Rivers State Commissioner for Information, Joseph Johnson, dismissed Waike's claim as the ranting of a disgruntled former employee. Exactly. And probably Fubara he has asked Fubara for money and he said, well, I cannot give you money this time. It's meant for the people of Rivers State. He's not vexing because of that and saying all of this. Since 2023, you did not resign. It is not that you are resigning. Okay, fine. You did not want to resign at that time because you think he knows that, okay, you know that he gave this money. 2024, you did not resign. Why didn't you resign in 2024? It is now that he's been suspended that you are resigning. Lie. That's what you are. Ihomanya says, lies from the pit of hell. Tagbo Fochuku says, money is speaking grammar. Yes, so money is speaking. Tell us how much Rike gave you to say this nonsense that you are talking. Big liar, a very big one. Old liar, very, very, very nonsense man. If I Joshua says, Tinubu, Akpabio, Wike, etc. are heartless beings, and God will definitely judge all of us. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose it? So these ones, they do not mind. They've already sold their soul to the devil. They've already sold their soul to the devil. Makia Emenike says it's all lies, propaganda to justify the state of emergency. QED, yes. We know Nigerians are not gullible again. We already know that all of these are plans, set up, lies, propaganda. Uchenna Chibuike says, sorry sir, are you expecting us to believe this? Are you expecting us to believe it? All of these lies that they've told you that you've crammed. And I'm saying it on TV and saying that all of this happened. You are a big liar. You're a big liar. John Omogo says political drama is ongoing. Scene 3 part 3. Impeachment or state emergency. State of emergency, choose one. No be small thing. Austin says this is Wike's men on the move. This will not help you win in 2027. Even if you are paid to blackmail Fubara, Wike will not live to see the end of 2027. Mark my words. With this propaganda, you, Wike, and the T-Pain are already all over. God will judge you people. Your end has come. No matter how much you collected to blackmail the governor, you will not live to see the end of this year. God. This is a lie from the pit of hell. Useless bloggers. Endurance Inyang says this man is a bloody liar, a big one. He must have cashed out from the other side. Before Uncle, they've given him money now. That's why. Energy Logistics says this is not true about the governor sim. Yes, so it is not though. It is a big lie from the pit of hell. I'm telling you. Perfect Etani says you'll soon regret your actions. Just keep on packaging your mumuism. Very soon the few dollars used to bribe you to do this will be used up. This one's claiming to be your friend will use you and dump you hard. Your own will be worse. Just continue. Leave him alone. No. Very big liar. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.